Welcome back to Morning in America. The Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade means abortion is now a state-level issue. States can individually decide what restrictions surround the procedure. Our Joe Khalil joining us live from the nation's capital with a look at where several states stand. Joe?
Well, the White House is still trying to grapple with what they can do in response to the Supreme Court overturning Roe versus Wade. But as we've been reporting, the battle over these rights is really going to be fought at the state level, in legislatures, in the courts, and increasingly now in corporate boardrooms.
New battles on the abortion front this week as more states trigger laws either banning or restricting abortion go into effect, and with them, new efforts to resist.
We believe that the state of Arkansas has an interest in these companies that are trying to come out here and undermine the will of the people to save human lives.
Arkansas State Senator Jason Rapert is pushing a measure making it illegal for companies to help pay for women to leave their state for an abortion. State lawmakers in Texas say they plan to do the same. So far, a handful of corporations, from Amazon to Disney to Apple, have all committed to help foot the bill for employees seeking an abortion who are now forced to cross state lines.
We also talked with him about protecting women's access to receive medication through the mail.
Democratic Governor of North Carolina Roy Cooper says in a meeting Friday, President Biden laid out ways to push back against states' trigger laws and says the president committed to fight against states criminalizing women for crossing state lines for an abortion. Meantime, trigger laws restricting abortion are now in effect in at least 4 states and tied up in the courts in at least 6 others. Oklahoma becoming the latest to receive a legal challenge. Pro-choice advocates asking their state's Supreme Court to block their new law.
It is really critical that the Supreme Court weigh in, and we hope take very public action to ensure that patients can receive care back again in Oklahoma.
So on the state level, many of these trigger laws look different, and so many of the legal challenges to those state laws also look different. In the case of Oklahoma, the most recent one, pro-choice advocates are arguing that not only does their state constitution protect a right to privacy, which they argue includes abortion, but also there were multiple trigger laws that went into place all at once in Oklahoma. That is also part of this lawsuit. Both of those elements we've seen in other parts of the state as well. Adrienne.
All right. Our thanks to you, Joe. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.